So, could you first of all lead us through the chain of events that leads Ms. Gloria Allred to be nominated for an Emmy?
Well, it's for We the People with Gloria Allred, which is a nationally syndicated television show, and I play the judge. And we've been on a number of stations throughout the country this year, on NBC, here in Los Angeles, and Dallas, and New York, and Chicago, and many other cities, and on other networks as well throughout the country. So it's been a lot of fun this year, and it all happened because I was just sitting in a restaurant in Malibu having dinner, and Byron Allen came up to me and said, "You ever thought about doing a television show?" I said, "Well, I always keep my mind open to new ideas." And he said, "Would you play a judge?" And I said, "Well, I'm open to that." And the next thing he said, "I'm going to contact you." And he did. And then I was doing a pilot, and all of a sudden we were on. So it was kind of an amazing storybook type of show that happened for me that I wasn't looking for, but I've had an enormous amount of fun doing it. It's been a great adventure. And I hope it's been very entertaining for those who watch. And I also try to explain to people why I decide what I decide, so that hopefully they can use that in their own lives to help them to know what would be a fair result in issues that people have who are watching.
That's great. Definitely, you can learn an awful lot from the show. I have a question for you. This is a hard one. 20 years from now, what do you think people will remember most about the legal environment here in 2012, all the crazy different situations we have in the courts?
Well, I hope that they will remember the great civil rights battles that we have struggled to win and have won. And by that I mean those of us who are in the civil rights movement. For example, I've been practicing law for 36 years as a civil rights attorney. And for about that length of time, I've been fighting for the rights of people who are gay and lesbian, transgender, to be treated equally under the law. In the beginning, there were very few who were fighting that fight, and now we are winning many battles, and we have won many battles over the years. But for every two step forward, there's one back, so we have to keep fighting that good fight until everyone is treated with the dignity and the respect and afforded the rights that they're entitled to enjoy. And that's what this is all about. Also for women, because my law firm is the leading women's rights law firm in the nation. As a private law firm, we have won, just even in the last 10 years, hundreds of millions of dollars for victims of discrimination. Most of those victims are women. And so I'm just very proud of those clients who've had the courage to stand up and fight back and to win their rights, because no one ever gives us our rights. We always have to fight to win them.
Very well said.
And the real-life soap operas.
Yes, that's perfect for my next question, which is actually, of all the cases you've worked on, which one do you think would be the best incorporated into a soap opera plot?
I can't say, because so many of them would be just perfect for soap operas. But I will say that I remember with a great deal of happiness our representation of a soap opera star, Hunter Tylo, Bold and Beautiful, when she was terminated from the role that she had a contract for in Melrose Place because she simply got pregnant. And they said that's a material change of her appearance, and so she couldn't have that role. And we fought the good fight for her. A lot of legal commentators said we could never win that case. We took her to a jury. We won over $5 million. And the jury came back with that verdict because pregnancy discrimination is wrong, whether it occurs to a soap opera star, as Hunter was and still is, or to anyone else. It should not be allowed to interfere with the right to enjoy equal employment opportunity. So, but I will say that what my clients experience in their personal lives is sometimes even more incredible than what you see at a soap opera. But soap operas are a lot of fun. And I grew up watching and enjoying many of them.
Do you have a favorite?
I'm trying to remember the name of it, and you're probably too young to know, but maybe you do. There was one that used to come home and they'd say, "Can a girl from a small mining town succeed. Do you remember which one that was?
It's hard to stump us too.
Yeah, well, it was, and that was on, and it was pretty incredible, and I enjoyed it. I would run home from school every day at lunch, because those days we could go home for lunch and watch that. So I'm not from a small mining town. I'm from Philadelphia, but I loved it. So you never, it is something that is enjoyable.
I've seen you on TV so often. I appreciate your work so much.
Thank you so much.
So thank you very much for taking this time. And good luck tonight.
Thanks for asking me. Well, I'm going to be a co-presenter with my colleague Kevin Ross. And then next week is the Emmy Awards, so I'm a nominee. And so that'll be exciting next week as well. Thank you.